Well, guys, I'm Random here. You can find me on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram, and all three. I used to put most of my videos up on TikTok now and YouTube. So sometimes I try to keep it at 3 minutes, but I've been keeping them longer. So just as you guys know, I'm a new guitar learner, so I'm just learning guitar. So if you guys want to learn the guitar, seek out a professional instructor that's well diverse in the guitar. Don't seek out me because I have a long ways to go, just like some of the others. All right, or look on YouTube or TikTok, maybe some videos on there, and Instagram maybe, I'm not for sure. But you can find stuff on there. You can learn yourself if you want. Of course, it's going to be much cheaper to learn yourself, but sometimes, it depends on what the instructor's going to charge you. Sometimes it can be 20 bucks for lessons, up to 50 bucks a lesson. So what I'm learning, I'm just learning different chords here and stuff. I know how I can switch between a few chords here and there now. So other than that, I still got to learn some more chords. Like I can do the E minor chords, A5 sus2. So I'm going to show you what's called a G5 chord, also known as power chords. There's different ways you can do it. So usually with the power chords, I believe, and don't quote me on this, I believe it's just two chords only, but this one is G5 chord. You're going to use your 3 fingers here. You're going to start from the 3rd fret, which is, if you know what the frets are, you see these little bars here, 1, 2, 3, that's where your frets are. I believe mine goes all the way down to, 20, maybe, 21, 20, I can't tell. But anyways, so, remember your guitar strings count this way, so, bottom up. So, low E string, or excuse me, high E string to the low string. So here's the high E string. They pretty much sound the same, just in different pitches, of course. Anyways, the G5. So you can start down here by the 3rd fret. Let's see if you guys can see me on here or not. So you see that little dot there? That's my 3rd fret. And those are markers, so you can see where you're at. It helps you tell where the frets are. So that's the 3rd, 5th, 7th, 9th. You notice it skips 2. Goes 1, 2 is down here. So this would be the 12th fret. The reason this is because this is an octave down here. So all the way down here to the 12th makes an octave. Then starts over again. All right. 1, 2, so 12, 14, 15. Excuse me, 15, 17. Anyways, here we go. So you're going to go down, find yourself the 3rd fret. And most guitars will have all the frets are in the same spot, the dots for marking. Also on the side, you'll notice also on the side that you'll see your little dots there. Alright. Where the markings are. Alright, so we're ready. Find your 3rd fret. And as a disclaimer again, please don't take advice from me. I'm just showing you what I'm learning on my own. Alright. That's all I'm doing. I'm just showing you a G5 chord. It's a pretty cool chord. So you're going to count from the bottom up and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put your finger there. And then this is a stretch. Yes, it's a big stretch, I know. So you're going to go down to your 5th fret, which is down here. And then you're going to count up to the 5th string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Put your 2nd finger there. Excuse me, 3rd finger. And then you're going to take your 4th finger. Count 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put there. And hopefully you can get them in there. It's hard, I know. All you're doing is strumming the first 3 strings, the E, A, and D string. Which doesn't sound that great, but it's hard to do. Sometimes if you go backwards, like this, and go like that, that's easier. Or if you really want to, you can just take it and bar. I know it's hard to bar. It's hard for me to bar too. Bar chords are a pain in the butt sometimes. That one we'll have to work on. But an easier way, of course, is you can do it other ways also. There are different ways you can do it. Just keep your finger here. And put your finger back here. it's hard to do. We'll see if we can get it in there. So obviously I got to learn on that. So that's why I said don't take any advice from me. So, but anyways, usually like I said, it's only just two things. Now we can go down to the 7th fret down here. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you notice there's my marker for my 5th fret, and then there's the 7th one for the, excuse me, 7th marker for my 7th fret. So 3, 5, 7. And like I said, that should be on most guitars, I believe. So if you want to do it this way, all right, so you're on the 7th fret, you're going to count up 2 strings, all right? So 3 strings, excuse me. 1, 2, 3, you know, put your finger right there. Then you're going to find the 8th fret, which is right here, and you're going to count up two strings, 1, 2. If I get my finger in there. I know it's a pain. And you're only going to strum those 2 strings. So that's like a power chord. That's probably an easier way to do it. But the way I showed you with the 1, yeah, you can do it with 3. There's different combinations you can do. Power chords. Power chords are cool, you know. They all kinds of stuff. And like I said, I was trying to show you the first one where you put your finger on the 3rd fret. First finger over here on the 3rd fret. Onto the E string. And then you go down to the 5th fret. You put them on the A and D string. You strum the first 3. Which is kind of a pain for me, because my fingers, we're going to have to work on that. Really got to work on that. Like I said, you can take your finger and bar it. You know, bar means just like to push all the chords with one finger, if possible. My own. Yeah, that one I need to work on. But I'll put it in here, different ways you can do it. Now, if you want to try it this way, this one is you can go down to the 5th fret, all right? So, remember, here's the 3rd. See that? What's the 3rd one? See how I know that's 3rd? Because I got my dot there. All right? My next one would be 5. There's my 5th fret. So it brings me on my 5th fret right there. So you start from 5, and you're going to count up 1, 2, 3, 4 on it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And you should be on the D string. All right? Now this one is going to be tricky, because guess what? You're going down here to the 7th and 8th. And it's going to be a pain in the butt, because I don't think my fingers are there. I know you can maybe do it this way and stretch your fingers a little bar. So let's see. We're going to try to go down to the 7th fret and go up to the G string. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3 right there. Right? And you're going to take your pinky and go down to the 8th. And you're going to go up to the B string. And go like that. You're going to talk like this because it's a pain. You're only going to strum the 3 strings in the middle. You're going to strum the G, G, and B string. And I don't think that's going to sound right. But anyways, that's one way to do the G5 chord. Well, thanks for watching. Like I said, this is me just learning stuff. So, like I said, I got to learn bar chords and stuff like that. And as I was saying, you know, barring a chord, some people just put their fingers on top here and see, that's just muting it. It's very hard to do. Different ways of picking. Alright, we're having fun. Thanks for watching. This is Circle Random.